Hi, I'm Kat, and I had VSG surgery on August 8th, 2018. So I have no idea how many weeks that this is. I think it's 15. I think it's 15. It'll be correct underneath. That was something I should have checked. But I am, oh, hi, and Cassie has decided to say hi. Yes, very nice. So it is the day before Thanksgiving. It is also the last day that I have at work for a 4-day weekend. So I'm very happy about that. I actually don't usually get Black Friday off, but I get it this week, this year. So I'm happy about that. My big project is finished. Um, oh, I started my stats and then stopped my stats. So yes, 18. My high weight, which was in February of this year, was 370 pounds. I am 47 years old and 5'5". So my day of surgery weight was 320. I lost 50 pounds doing a keto surgery weight. I had to lose 40 pounds for my surgery. I lost 50. And that was the way my program does it. And since then, my weight as of today is 274. Yes, 274. It's just 274, which kind of sucks because that's a 2-pound gain this week. I don't know what happened. I really didn't change the way I ate. I had cauliflower a couple times this week. I actually made cauliflower mac and cheese. And previously, I have really disliked cauliflower. It's tasted very much of sulfur to me. But I tried a new recipe, and it was Keto Connect's recipe. I was really craving mac and cheese and didn't want to do, the other way. Um, and yeah, so that was kind of sucky. I've also been a little constipated. I'm not really around my periods. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. But yeah, I'm up. Not happy, but I'm not too worried. Um, Today was not a good day. Eating wise, because I've been pretty good on the eating. The cauliflower mac and cheese isn't entirely like I was having that as a meal, and that's not great for my program because my program is very much the Cassie. My program is very much you eat protein first, and yeah, with the mac and cheese, the cheese was my protein and the cauliflower was the source. And there was also bacon in it. And I think the bacon helps with the whole thing. So it wasn't high in carbs, or high in net carbs at least, but it was not high protein. So maybe that's part of the whole thing. I can't, I'm gonna not have it for a little while and see how that works out, and if that changes anything. But yeah, today was kind of a crazy day. I've been kind of stressed, so I went in, and we also were having a um, a potluck um, for Thanksgiving today at my office. So I brought in buffalo chicken dip, which I just eat as a meal a lot of times because it's very chickeny. Um, so I knew I had that. Somebody else brought in rotisserie chicken, which was great. So that was keto, and somebody made keto mashed potatoes, so that was good, and also keto creme brulee. Oh my God, that was so good. So I had keto options, and I had a tiny bit, and when I mean tiny, I mean like this much mac and cheese because somebody brought my favorite mac and cheese from homeroom. I tried it and it wasn't as good as I remembered it. So I'm like, okay, I don't need to have that anymore or dream about that anymore. So there, I had a little bit of that. somebody had made meatballs, which had a little bit of breadcrumbs in them. I had 2 meatballs, um, so I don't think that did too much damage. But yeah, somebody made brownies, and good brownies are my weakness. And these were very good brownies. They cut them into tiny pieces, and I had like 4 tiny pieces, which is probably the size of a normal brownie. I mean, literally, they were like that size pieces. Um, so it was probably the 4 of them together were probably the size of, and I didn't have them all at the same time. Um, but I had, the food was out in a room that I kept having to go back into. So I would have one every time I went back in. Um, so it's not the best, but it could have been much worse, because there was a lot of stuff there that was not good. What's remarkable and what tasted really good, and I didn't mention already, is somebody had brought some celery and like it was celery and carrots that had been cooked a long time. I don't know if they had been roasted. They sort of felt like they had been maybe roasted as part of, with a turkey or something. And it was large, like the chunks of celery, like these were like slices of celery, but the celery had to have been about this far around, around a piece. Um, so I had some pieces of celery, and I'm not supposed to have celery on my plan because of the fibrousness of it. I don't know, but these were really, really well cooked celery. Like it just it fell apart in your mouth, and for some reason it just tasted really good. I didn't have any of the carrots. I had some of the celery. I didn't have any of the potatoes, any of the biscuits, any of the bread, any of, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't touch. So there was, and some really good smelling pasta, besides the mac and cheese. But I had a little mac and cheese and I had a brownie. And then I had probably more than I should have eaten of the good stuff, because I probably had 3 ounces or more of the rotisserie chicken, because usually I weigh, and I wasn't able to weigh. And then I had, oh my God, the keto creme brulee. If anyone wants the recipe, I will post it in the comments, if anyone asks for it. But it was really, really good. And I'm not like, I've never really had a lot of creme brulee. I've only had like once or twice. And somebody was saying it's the same as flan, and I don't think it is the same as flan, but it was very good. And I actually ended up taking home a couple of ramekins of it, because there was some left over, and the person who brought it in said they had several at home and didn't need any. Was just going to throw it away if I didn't take it home. So I'm like, this is good stuff. I'm not going to let it, I'm not going to let you throw it away. But and I also ended up bringing home quite a bit of the buffalo chicken dip, which is fine because my husband and I will eat it. I'm planning a keto, like my husband and I are both keto, so I'm planning a very keto-friendly Thanksgiving. We have usually we have rotisserie chicken, but since we started eating a lot of rotisserie chicken, because it's usually just the 2 of us. Both of our families live on the other coast, and traveling for Thanksgiving is crazy. So we are not doing that. But we usually get a rotisserie chicken because I don't usually have it, but since we have it all the time now, I picked up a turkey breast that's pre-cooked. I got it at Costco. And I also got a ham. My husband doesn't love ham, but I have liked ham, so I'm going to probably cut both of these things up into pieces and vacuum seal off. I don't know if I'll cut them into fourths or halves or whatever, but put some in the freezer, just to not have all the meat going bad in the fridge. But we're going to have that. I saw a recipe that used swerve or truvia, I think, to make regular cranberry sauce. And I really do like regular cranberry sauce. I'm not going to make a full container of it because I don't always like I'll get a thing and usually I'm like, oh, it's a deal on two. It's like it's just me eating two things of cranberries. It's cheaper to get it this way. Screw it. I just got one. I'm the only one that's going to eat it. And I don't even always, I, usually don't finish it. I end up throwing parts of it away because I like it, I like a little bit. So I'm going to make probably like a cup of cranberry sauce. I'm going to play it by ear and just use water and artificial, well, Swerve or Truvia or whatever sweetener I want ends up thinking works best. For that, I'm going to make pumpkin cheesecake mousse. That's going to be dessert because it's just not worth bothering with the crust. Hi, Cassie. So that's going to be dessert. And then what else are we going to have? Oh, I'm going to make the sort of the Red Lobster cheddar bay biscuits. I'm going to try those because we usually do have some biscuits of some kind. And I don't think we're going to do mashed potatoes. I'm going to let my husband, and it wouldn't be mashed potatoes anyway, it'd be cauliflower. Or do more of the mac. We have another head of cauliflower, small head of cauliflower. So we could do either if we wanted to. But I'm just going to sort of play it. She is a very silly cat. I'm going to play it by ear. I have been using Black Friday to buy as an excuse to buy. It's not an excuse. I need some clothes. I bought Black Friday sale Old Navy waffle top, and I'm fitting. I mean, double X's fit really well. XLs sometimes fit, and it just depends on the thing. Like I got I went shopping last week and bought some jeans from Lane Bryant, and those are 20s, Lane Bryant 20s, and they fit snug but well. I picked up a very cheap pair of 20s from Trader Joe's. No, not from Trader Joe's. From Old Navy. Because you can buy the bigger sizes online. They don't have them in the store, but you can buy them online. And yeah, they don't quite fit yet, but I'm pretty sure they will fit soon. I don't know if I'll like the way they do fit, but we'll find out. But anyway, so those are our plans. We're going to go see. We keep it very casual. I usually tape the parade so we can watch it whenever we want to get up and we'll sleep in, and I think we'll have some sort of like light breakfast lunch typey thing before going out to see Ralph Breaks the Internet, which I'm really happy to see. My husband's a huge Wreck-It Ralph fan. And then we'll come home, and then I am going to pre-make the cranberry sauce and the mousse tonight. And the turkey's already pre-cooked, so I'll just heat up the turkey and make the biscuits tomorrow. And we'll eat when we get home. And yeah, we're gonna chill. I have on Friday we're gonna stay home. We have a couple of things we'll look for online for Black Friday deals, but and we'll make our gift list for what we need to pick up this year. But we're keeping it pretty low key, and we're resting. we're just gonna keep this weekend. We're considering it, instead of like a 4-day weekend, we're considering it two weekends back to back, and just really, really relaxing and having a good time, and just probably staying in as much as we can on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, although we will be going out on Thanksgiving to the movie. But yeah, we're just gonna keep it low key. I really hope that you have an awesome Thanksgiving, and I hope that everything's going well for you. And if you have any questions, type them in below, and I'll get back to you. And happy holidays. Bye. I can't use the mouse because the cat is on